You know, Bismarck said many years ago that there are two things you don't want to see being made: sausage and legislation. And when it comes to particularly ugly legislation, this component, the regulation of cryptocurrency, may take the prize for the ugliest we have seen.
All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe because you're interested in making money with cryptocurrency, and this channel keeps you informed. My name's Austin. In today's video, I want to update you on the latest news involving Bitcoin, involving lower cap altcoins, as well as the epic conclusion on what's happening with this cryptocurrency legislation in this infrastructure bill and how it affects you. Like always, check the timestamps down below. And let's start with our breaking story of the morning: at least $611 million stolen in a massive cross-chain hack. This is now in the history books as the largest exploit in crypto history on a protocol called the Poly Network, which is an interoperability protocol, meaning that the hacker was able to drain funds from multiple different blockchains. Here was the direct tweet put out by Poly Network. Important notice: we're sorry to announce that Poly Network was attacked on Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum's blockchain, as well as Polygon Matic's blockchain, and assets have been transferred to the hackers' following addresses. Here's the ETH one, here's the BSC one. So this is devastating for those involved. Me personally, I had never heard of Poly Network. It is a different cryptocurrency than Polygon Matic, but this sucks, and it just goes to show you how experimental all these DeFi protocols are. As such, this is the largest cryptocurrency hack in history. The previous record was held by centralized exchange Coincheck, which lost about $530 million to hackers back in January 2018. What's more, because Poly Network is an interoperability protocol, there may well be other projects that use Poly Network that are also affected. We know that other protocols that interoperated with them, like 03 Labs for example, have started to suspend certain functionalities and check into this. We also know Tether, the company behind USDT, obviously centralized, froze $33 million worth of its stablecoin stolen by the hacker. And also in a public statement to the hacker, Poly Network issued this: "Dear hacker, we are the Poly Network team. We want to establish communication with you and urge you to return the hacked assets. The amount of money you hacked is the biggest one in the DeFi history. Law enforcement in any country will regard this as a major economic crime, and you will be pursued. It is very unwise for you to do any further transactions. The money you stole are from tens of thousands of crypto community members, hence the people. You should talk to us to work out a solution." What do you think? Do you think this open plea from Poly Network will work? As this story develops, I'll keep you updated. Next piece of news, an update on this crypto amendment legislation that we've been covering regarding the infrastructure bill here in the US for the last few days. It does not pass. A lone senator has rejected the crypto compromise in the infrastructure bill. And unfortunately, this crypto amendment, this crypto compromise, needed unanimous consent, meaning no objections, and we got one. So if you hold cryptocurrency, let me explain what this means. Because as a reminder, which we covered in yesterday's video, there was two different crypto amendments that needed to be put in this infrastructure bill. One was a good one for crypto, championed by Loomis and a few other senators, and one was a subpar amendment that was better than nothing, but still not as clear as it should be. In the final hour, right before the vote, both of these senators, all of these senators came together and formed a compromise for one single amendment, which was good enough. The amendment really cleared up the language on what a crypto broker should be. In a direct quote from Toomey, one of the senators, "We're not proposing anything sweeping or anything radical. The compromise makes clear that a broker means only those persons that conduct transactions where consumers buy, sell, and trade digital assets, i.e. exchanges. And this was significant because this would now exclude entities that validate transactions, meaning miners or stakers. So we needed this clarity. Did it happen? No, because of one lone senator. In a blow to the digital asset industry, the U.S. Senate did not adopt a bipartisan compromise on the crypto tax provision in its $1 trillion infrastructure bill after a vote Monday. And the one person that objected was Senator Richard Shelby, Republican from Alabama, who filed an objection after attempting to attach his own amendment to increase military spending. So he said, I'm not going to vote yes unless you say yes to my military amendment. Well, then after that, Senator Bernie Sanders, Democrat from Vermont, objected to Shelby's motion. He didn't want the military spending, resulting in Shelby then objecting to the overall compromise. Crypto holders in the US, I'm sorry, it did not go through. The amendment was killed to get more military spending. Wow. And get this, because upon some further digging, because you know, Altcoin Daily always tries to go that extra step, bring you as much information as possible, we can look at this senator from Alabama, Richard Shelby's, campaign finance history summary. We can see that at least in the last 5 years, he was in the pocket of the big commercial banks, receiving the most funding from commercial banks as well as traditional investments and securities. So the big banks, through this senator, are still fighting crypto. And now get this. Attention crypto world, Senator Shelby just told us he's actually for the crypto amendment he blocked yesterday, but blocked it simply because he didn't want them to get an amendment unless he got his defense amendment as well. Petty, very petty. And so you hear it right from the horse's mouth. Here is a tweet from Richard Shelby from just a few hours ago. I support Senator Toomey's cryptocurrency amendment, the amendment we all wanted. I know of its importance to innovation and job creation, but I believe it pales in comparison to the security of our nation, which is why I called for a vote on my defense infrastructure amendment. It's unfortunate that Dems, meaning Bernie Sanders, then blocked both amendments. What this means to you as a crypto holder is first understand this is by no means over. The US Senate now sends it to the other half of Congress. The infrastructure bill is now sent to the House of Representatives. Here in the US, we have two halves of Congress as a whole, and it now gets sent to the other half of Congress for approval. The infrastructure bill will now get sent to the House of Representatives, which is expected to take up the issue in the fall. So basically, while it would have been a whole lot easier just to put this to bed today, get this taken care of in the Senate, it goes to the House, and we do now have a couple more months to try and get this amended or shut down or taken out or fix this in the House of Representatives before eventually it has to go to the President, Biden, and he would have to sign the infrastructure bill as a whole. So while the battle is over, we did lose the battle. I just want to be real with you. The war continues. And the good news is that one, Bitcoin and Ethereum are grinding upwards in spite of this. People want to accumulate. And number two, the other good news is even the biggest detractors are saying, meh, this cryptocurrency amendment probably was a good idea. So give me your thoughts down below. Me personally, I'm optimistic, I'm positive, but I would love to hear your opinion on this down below. Hey, and by the way, if you appreciate this information, give the video a like. Really supports me, really lets me know I'm doing something right. Next piece of news, AMC, America's largest theater chain, to accept Bitcoin for tickets and concessions later this year. This is big. AMC Entertainment Holdings, which runs the largest movie theater chain in the US, their CEO, Adam Aron, made this announcement in a Q2 earnings call Monday. And while AMC did not specifically say what technology it would use to process the payments, meaning will they instantly turn that money into fiat or will they keep it in Bitcoin, either way, the company has 593 theaters in the US and 335 international locations. So, I don't know about you, but AMC is now my movie theater of choice if/when they do this. I'll keep you updated. Next piece of news, update for XRP. The SEC demands Ripple deliver over 1 million Slack messages in their ongoing legal battle. So, as you know, the SEC is suing cross-border payments software platform Ripple, and the SEC is claiming, hey, we see Slack messages that you're not sending us. On July 1st, 2021, the regulatory authority informed Ripple that a previous supply of Slack communications data was incomplete. 1 month later, after July 1st, the SEC claimed Ripple admitted to this mistake, but still has not sent the data. In a direct quote, after Ripple repeatedly contending that their Slack production was complete, Ripple then admitted that due to a data processing mistake, Ripple had only collected a small fraction of their Slack messages. In a final remark, the SEC further claims that the messages Ripple has allegedly failed to provide to date, collectively named the missing documents, are necessary for the SEC to build a complete and accurate record for summary judgment and trial. So what this means to you, if you hold XRP, is Ripple does admit, oh, you're right, we forgot to send them, but this, according to them, was due to a processing mistake. So it is still unclear whether the SEC will get over 1 million Slack messages that may make the SEC's case. I'll keep watching. That is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow. Hit the like button.